Welcome back to Sauce on the Side. For those who like to lick the plate. That came in from a man called Michael. Not you.
No.
What do we think?
I like it.
I might try out a couple.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Sauce on the Side for those who like to lick the plate. Hey, welcome back to Sauce on the Side. By the way, for those who like to lick the plate.
Oh.
Nope. Welcome back to Sauce on the Side for those who like to lick the face. Welcome back to Sauce on the Side, guys. We still haven't got a tagline, but thank you for the suggestions. We're getting some fabulous ones. Keep them coming. The person that, by the way, here's the promise. The person that chooses the tagline that we actually use for the show will receive a year free tickets to live shows.
Wow.
Yeah.
Love
and considering we've already done our live show of National Tour of Ireland this year, doesn't matter. There won't be any more. I'm joking. I'm actually going to try and do. No, that's a separate conversation. I do want to get out. I need to get out there once more before the end of the year. Yeah, keep letting me know your suggestions for Sauce on the Side. We will get a serious prize for the winner. We might do a little poll or a vote. Anyway, here we are. This is a first for the weekly roast, for the roast office, for the roast HQ, because I have been sent 2 voice notes now from our person. I have not listened to them yet.
Wow.
Usually myself and Michael will do a quick scan of a voice note before we play them, because obviously you have no idea what people are going to say, and ultimately we do have to edit them afterwards because the voice needs to be changed and whatnot. However, I have not heard this yet. So to bring you up to speed, part 1 came out on Tuesday, part 2 came out yesterday on Thursday, and today is Friday, is part 3. I would like you to please listen to part 1 and part 2 before this, because it's so insane. And the twists and turns are truly like an Aztecian maze. I could not believe some of the stuff that has come out of this person's mouth. And Lord knows what awaits us in these voice notes is probably going to shock us further.
Yes.
So without any more ado, because I've got 2 voice notes at 5 minutes each.
Oh, okay.
She's operating on sort of Scorsese Irishman runtimes. She's the Peter Jackson of Irish smut on the internet in terms of voice notes, you know? So she's the J.R. Tolkien. Got it wrong. Doesn't matter. Nerds. Nevertheless.
You got it wrong.
Right, guys. We've heard your questions. There were some okay, here's a list of the top few questions that I chose from the listeners that I put to our subject. Number 1, did her husband know that she was ending the marriage with him because of you?
Okay.
And how did he behave towards you after the threesome? Like, that's what I am interested about. Like, did they just have the threesome and he was like, all right, Sharon, see you at the Christmas party, you know? Number 2 or 3, what was he trying to achieve by flashing the car lights at you both? That for me is particularly derangement.
Very much so.
These are all numbered wrong. Talk us through the breaking into the house more specifically. I definitely wanted to know more about that. Somebody says, did you introduce the boss to your friends as your fiancé? That is good. Because like if they did get engaged or if there was a ring, was breaking the coccyx sore? It's apparently excruciating.
I can only imagine.
It's more difficult than the pronunciation of same. Did everybody in the office know?
Wow, yeah. Never thought of that. Because you
surely
would be very
people know.
Obvious dynamics.
Was the husband very involved in the threesome, or was he just sitting and watching? And
Gareth Keenan.
What was the most ludicrous thing you remember from the whole situation? Now, I do have to clarify something.
Okay.
I have received 3 messages from people saying you're making this up. I swear to God, I swear to you, I am not making this up. How is it? It's so difficult. I can prove it, but I can't prove it because that would be revealing the person. She has shared with me, by the way, I know the name of the company. You know the name of the company. Like everybody listening to this podcast knows this company. Number 2, she has shared me pictures of the individuals, herself included, on the night in question.
Okay, wow.
Not the most glamorous of scenes.
Oh.
And I'm surprised, given the company that they work for, that it wasn't in a more glamorous place.
Yeah, okay.
However, it was in a pub, and I know the pub. And she has shown me the people in the pictures, and I have linked in them, as in search them.
Yeah.
This all verifies.
Okay.
So I wish there was like an anonymous verifier we could get who could prove to people, because it is genuinely insane. Another bit of news, somebody else messaged in, you may remember from my Instagram stories, to say that there was a threesome issue in their office where the boss was soliciting threesomes from her staff, and she thinks this is the same person.
Okay.
We did some anonymous due diligence there. It's not the same person. So that's I know it would have been exciting if that was the same office. It's not.
Yeah.
So that's, to be very clear. However, there was one other office who I think, or one other person, by the way, who I think is in the office, but she still works there.
Okay.
So as a result, I have sort of ended comms.
Yeah, no, you'd want
because
to stay away
people need to be protected at the end of the day.
Totally.
Okay, so here you go. Without further ado, here is part one of our subject answering the questions, and let's get into it.
Okay, so just to answer some of the questions that sort of go through, did her husband know she was ending the marriage because of you? I don't think she was ending the marriage because of me. I think things just got a bit too much for them. And yeah, I think, I'm not sure. I now don't believe it was because of me. I think there was just a lot going on. And how did they behave towards me after the first night? It wasn't just that one night, and I think that's what I'm most annoyed at myself at. It was several nights that this sort of threesome thing continued to happen, and it would always be like after the night or whatever, we would go back. So I honestly think it might have been a plan. It might have been something that they had planned together. I don't know. 3, what was he trying to achieve by flashing the car lights? I think he was trying to scare me. I think he was trying to scare us. Like, obviously my car was in the drive, but I then started parking it like in different streets as well, so like you couldn't see that. So I think, yeah, he was trying to maybe scare me. Talk us through breaking into the house. More specifically, okay, so it happens actually a couple of times. I'm not a psycho, honestly, but the first time it happened, I think I was trying to prove that there was something else going on and it just wasn't me, and this was the type of person that she was. So I actually climbed up onto the it was a large window, and there was like 2 sort of latches at the top, like the small latches that nobody could fit through apart from like a 5-year-old child. So I tried to sort of get my head through there, and my head wouldn't fit, so then I tried to put my leg up, like I was pulling the window and tried to put my leg up, and then I ended up falling off the sort of window ledge thing, and a neighbour came and sort of picked me up from the driveway. The second time we were having a fight. We were in a town, and we were having a fight. I don't remember it being so physical or whatever, but the police were walking past, and like we were pushing each other. I think that's like the extent of how physical it went. We used to fight all the time, and for some reason the police held me, and she went off in a taxi. Anyway, I assumed she was going home, so I got a taxi to take me there as well, after the police had let me go and she was away. So I got a taxi to take me there, and she wasn't at home. Well, I didn't know this at the time, but I thought she was home. So then I tried to break in again. So I know it sounds ridiculous. And yeah, the next one, I did introduce the boss to my friends. Yes, I introduced her, and we went on holidays, went to Croatia, and my friends didn't really take to her, to be honest. I nearly lost my best friend through it all, and because she was like obviously trying to make me see sense, and I was just that sort of, I don't know, stricken. Like I was so blind by it all. But my friends, there was a few arguments with her and my friends as well. So no, I fully introduced her. But yeah, they didn't really like her. Was it sore breaking the coccyx? Yes. So I had to go to the doctor. They confirmed it was chipped, and I had physio after that. And I then had to, I don't know if you know, like these these like ring things to sit on. Like it's like a blow up sort of ring thing. It's ridiculous. So yeah, it was very sore. Okay, I'll move on to the next one.
Please don't finish that story with blowing up your ring. This
I'm with you, brother.
solidarity. This is just...
Holy shit.
So I broke into the house. I don't want you to think I'm a psycho. I promise I'm not a psycho. What's the balaclava for then? Oh, that's just to stop the shrapnel from the chimney getting into my eyes. Brilliant. Why are you walking on your tippy toes? I just don't want my heels to go on the glass because it's wet and dewy. Okay, so why are you on your... why you got a black sack on your back? Why do you have a black and white striped jumper? Oh, don't think I'm a robber. You are a robber. You're fleas. You've done this a number of times. What are you, one of the wet bandits? Well, depends. If the wife answers. Do you know what I mean? This is my boy, Darrow Mall levels. In my wildest dreams and fantasies, I have never heard anything like this in my life. I think it's time we have a very serious conversation about the state of snacking in this country. It's embarrassing. However, Cadbury have finally decided to cater to those of us with actual taste buds. For those of us brave enough to ask, no, do you know what? To demand more from their treats. They've launched the new Cadbury Dairy Milk Biscoff Bar. It's the collab of the century. The smooth expertise of Cadbury meets the main character energy of Biscoff. It's got that crunch, that caramelised vibe, and honestly, it's Ireland's new icon. It's love at first bite. And unlike your last 3 situationships, this one is actually here to stay. Grab one, try it, and stop settling for mid-tier snacks. Where to start?
What the fuck, Mark?
Okay. Hold on a goddamn second. Threesomes with the husband. I need to know more about the husband.
Yeah.
And I will say this, and this is all just happening from one night. No, there's several nights. a smorgasbord of nights. Do you know what I mean? If there's any more finger licking going on, you could open up a mid-standard chicken restaurant in Alabama. Mrs. Sanders. Always thought that colonial was colonial when I'd see it written.
Yeah. This is a conversation I advocate a lot. Where did that pronunciation come from?
Well, you're married now, so talk about more interesting things. Like what's going on in Ukraine.
Oh.
So.
Or Love Island.
Having a go at your wife as well. Brilliant. Classy. Classy man.
Jesus Christ.
Excellent. Slagging wife comedy. Brilliant. Love to see it.
Wonder where I got that.
What, your dad? Oh, fuck. The snide remarks he always makes about Helen? Okay. Nevertheless. No, but hold on. Oh, fuck. I'm just so giddy after that. It's just so insane. I don't believe it. It's after one night. It's not after one night. You keep going back.
Yeah.
Lightning doesn't strike. It's like the return to the scene. Do you know what I mean? It's like the way you saw Ian Bailey going to the scene the next day. You are Ian Bailey. No, Gian Bailey.
3 and Bailey.
You know, 3 and Bailey. There you go.
There you go.
So, marriage failing. So you have the threesome with the husband.
Yeah.
And I would like to be brutally honest. I do want to know a little bit more, not to get into the oil and joints of the whole thing, but like what's his involvement here? You know, is he taking a sort of Christopher Nolan approach? Where he's not really, you know what I mean? He's a bigger picture guy. He sits back and likes to pontificate, but he's not actually in the sand. Do you know what I mean? He just like
behind an obnoxiously big camera.
You know what I mean? This huge camera in the corner, and he's boring you with the fact that did you know that they only usually I don't care, Christopher.
Up to 3 minutes.
Yeah, you know,
shot.
like. So this whole, by the way, Christopher Nolan doesn't have a phone. Cool. He has 9 fucking assistants with phones. Shut up, venerating the wrong people. Oh, did you see Patrick Collison donated $7 million to the thing in California to stop taxing the rich? Why are you surprised? Billionaires do this shit. Oh, but he once wore a fucking Opel-sponsored Irish jersey and had a pint. I thought he was Mother Teresa. Will people just wake the fuck up? You wouldn't think the old Irish would do it. Why wouldn't you? He's a billionaire.
It's a tax write-off.
He's a prodigious billionaire trying to protect his quiche. Of course they do that. That's it. I'm not. Sorry, I disagree with it. Of course I do. But that's what they do.
Yeah.
Like, Kel
That is the
Surprise.
game.
I thought he was going to shake hands with Paul McGrath and come out of the Late Late Toy Show and be a great bunch of lads and cure the world with flat 7-Up. Get over yourselves, Irish people. Anyway, God, it had to be said. It had to be said. The mock surprise is just too
You
much.
are on a different level today, and I
It's
love
just,
it.
you know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
We are a great bunch of lads. We're just lads.
Yeah.
We're lads and women, and we're the same as everybody else.
The
We've good
exact same.
people, bad people. That's the reality.
Yeah.
Only in Ireland. So, anyway, I need to compose myself.
Bring it back.
I think it's because I'm leaning like this. It's a good view. The rage can come up from the scrotum right through the windpipe and out the mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so the threesomes with the husband were a series of threesomes, okay? And then she mentions the fights.
Yeah.
That's troubling.
Very much so.
Once an argument becomes physical, like I think, do you remember that day you swung on me?
Yeah.
That didn't end well. That was the day before you started your Instagram thing. What was it again? The bride to the slide thing. What was the first thing? What was your first thing called?
Shredding for the wedding.
Shredding for the wedding. That was just before that day one. That was your rock bottom. You swung at the goat. Before the light switch even went off. Poof, 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 gone. Officer down. Anyway, no. Too many coffees, too early. So you have a fight with this boss. The police are involved. Let's get to the breaking and entering.
What the fuck, Mark?
Very descriptive of the windows.
And the way in which she described them, that's an effort to get in. Like,
I'm now imagining like Notre Dame. Like at the very top, and the wind is blowing and her scarf is getting into the night, and at one point like a cartoon villain, like a bird flies directly into her face and just she has to like move it, and then like she's just nearly at the top and there's one of those like iron corrugated cocks, you know, like a weather, what do they call them again, a weather what's it called, a storm something, it's like on the top, a metallic cock.
Don't do that when you're
okay,
talking
but it's a
about
metallic hen
cockerel.
and it's on top. But anyway, she's just nearly there, and then she touches
Weather
it,
vane? No,
and then there's the lightning strikes it, and then she's somehow mysteriously still alive, and she's just sizzling and really enraged. So she's breaking into the house.
Through the brass latch, elevated, getting in.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's a lot. I'm trying my best to support you, by the way, with this, but that is a lot. Then you say that your friends. So the fiance thing. You say that you don't think that she was breaking up with her fiance for you. I would actually agree with that
Very much.
and I
so.
think that that's a valid point, and I also think it points to the fact that you've clearly have done some good work on this, because you are right, I believe, that it is not about you. That this is all part of a thwarting sort of sexual ambition and power play by the boss to have a myriad of romantic lovers and pursue like a dog in heat all of the sexual interests that she has, without any regard, a callous disregard for anyone that she bothers on the way and upsets or inconveniences emotionally, romantically, professionally, what have you. It doesn't bother her. This sounds to me like one probably charismatic, exciting, chaotic loon just on this warpath of like serious. She's probably got serious problems herself.
Yeah.
But she's clearly void filling with hookups and intense relationships and going from 0 to 90. And yeah, she reminds me of me when I was 23.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting that she has gotten into a serious relationship with someone who is also...
I'm talking about the boss now.
Yeah. No, but I mean the boss, like she married someone who is obviously of maybe a similar mindset, because they are bringing people...
But it's not enough.
Marriage. Exactly.
It's classic addiction behaviour would be my hypothesis on it would be that the person in question is behaving certainly consistently with the way that I would know, and from my own personal behavioural experience of an addict, wherein you're sort of you don't know what you want, but you think you do, and unfortunately, it's just chaos, and it can be exciting chaos at times, but ultimately it's chaos, and ultimately you are just trying to fill a void that, you know.
And it's never enough.
No.
You need to keep going to the next
like a
thing.
shark swimming, you know, and once you stop, that's when all falls down, as Ye would say. Okay, so then the husband breaks up, is gone, and then you mentioned the flashing of the lights. The flashing of the lights... as Ye would say, like, I'm still confused as to why. And why are you hiding the relationship from the ex-husband? If he knows that they've been separated because she's, no longer interested in him, or she's interested in her junior in work, Look, what's going on there? What's he trying to achieve?
I think there's a level of again, and it's similar to addiction, codependence, power dynamics. So she's obviously pursuing a relationship with the girl, but he's not involved anymore. So he needs to somehow claw his kind of way back into things.
Yeah, that's a generous way of saying someone's a fucking nut. That is a very forgiving way of saying someone's been a loon. I think it's time we have a very serious conversation about the state of snacking in this country. It's embarrassing. However, Cadbury have finally decided to cater to those of us with actual taste buds. For those of us brave enough to ask, no, do you know what? To demand more from their treats. They've launched the new Cadbury Dairy Milk Biscoff Bar. It's the collab of the century. The smooth expertise of Cadbury meets the main character energy of Biscoff. It's got that crunch, that caramelised vibe, and honestly, it's Ireland's new icon. It's love at first bite. And unlike your last 3 situationships, this one is actually here to stay. Grab one, try it, and stop settling for mid-tier snacks. So she then says that she's introducing the boss to the friends. The friends, fortunately, aren't interested. They're like, I think this is not good, and I think that they would be right, and you've got good friends. I'm glad that they're hopefully still with you.
I don't think friends do that enough either. I think a lot of times friends will just kind of let things happen, whereas it's nice to hear of people not actively keeping someone out, but actually addressing a tough issue.
It's really difficult though.
Yeah,
it's really difficult. It's being the messenger. The messenger invariably gets shot.
Totally.
Even if the news is true and real, the messenger will always get shot. It's so difficult. I just think it's the way that the brain works. There are times in my life when I've gotten bad news, and I, without wanting to, I still blame the person who's not blame, but I assign negativity to the person that told me the news.
Of course,
just because they were the person that told me the news.
Yeah.
So I think it's hard, but yeah, being a friend and having to have a difficult conversation, knowing that you're going to risk your friendship. But that's what friendship is.
Absolutely.
Because if you care about the friend and their well-being, you're placing their well-being above the friendship and I think that's real value.
Totally agree.
So that happens. Then what else does she get into then?
So they are in Croatia then.
In Croatia.
Friends aren't getting on with one another.
Can I make a point?
Please.
Not a fan of Croatia. It's the only place that I've been to that I would have no interest going back to.
Really?
Yeah. Now, I went when I was drinking and I was in my early mid-20s, but I was sort of approaching the really bad stage of I was probably 25 or 26 and I wanted to be 22, and
it's a tough time. The
problems get bigger, as well. As you know, with booze, so the problems, the relationship fallouts, and not just romantically, but friendships, and just I was becoming. And that's when I first started having panic attacks on airplanes, and I just couldn't stop drinking because then I was afraid to stop drinking because then if I'd stop drinking, then the anxiety and panic would be worse. So blah blah. So I just kept drinking, and I went to Croatia, and yeah, I just found the food to be bad. I just didn't enjoy the experience. It also seemed to be this is where we went.
Sure.
It was lots of Australian backpackers and too many wife beaters, and just, it just wasn't for me. The beaches and water were absolutely spectacular. I actually remember thinking if I was to do it via a boat would be superb, and to just go in and dock in places, maybe go on land for meals, but and the water was heaven. But the actual Split, Hvar was fine, but it didn't really blow me away. I thought I was expecting something. I don't know what I was expecting, but it didn't come close to places I've been to in Italy or France or Spain.
Interesting.
That's just my experience.
Because I suppose people who go to Croatia go there.
Yeah, people love it.
They love it. Yeah. Never been.
Have you not?
No,
it's nice.
My sister lived last year in the capital, and she was it's a completely different world to.
What's the capital again?
Zagreb. Yeah. But that's still quite not Eastern Europe, but it's
there's still in the you have to remember that there are bullet holes in the bars we drank in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not. So I think part of that post-conflict tension is definitely still there. And I know from people, you know, like people, Sean, a listener of the show who works a lot of times in conflict zones, like there's a residual tension in the air that lingers. And who else do I know? I know an economist, and she has been out in like Micronesia and East Timor and stuff, and like lots of political turmoil and instability, but like there is that tension afterwards where even though things are normal, like the flick of a... no, I don't say that. That's ridiculous to say that the flick switch could happen in Croatia, and I'm not as informed as I pretended to be about Croatian political history. But I know that there's bullet holes in the bar. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, there's 3 generations of people who haven't experienced shit. Totally. You're very much still in the generations who have. Yeah. So, back to Minge. Back to the threesomes. So she goes to Croatia. She goes to Croatia and goes to Croatia. Hopefully got a genuinely historically accurate tour of the place. Rather than that garbled ass, worse than like spasming ChatGPT level of knowledge there by me. Okay, and then last but not least, the breaking of the coccyx. Yeah. And sorry, there is a part 2, but I'm going to put it out on Tuesday because this is too much.
There's a lot to unpack.
Yeah. I also, somebody has asked, is she a lesbian now? No is the answer. She has a husband and a child. Yeah. So congratulations. Sorry, when I say she's not a lesbian, she hasn't specified to me whether she's a lesbian or not. But she has a husband and a child now. Somebody else made an interesting question, which I feel like we should put to her is, did she say she got fired?
Oh, did she?
Or who lost the job? But like, I feel like, oh no, she said that the boss lost the job for different reasons. But I thought she mentioned
some mother got involved then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to find that out because surely she would have had more grounds for like unfair dismissal if that was the case. Anyway, breaking of the coccyx. I can never say coccyx.
Coccyx. Yeah.
Sounds very sore.
Very. Can't imagine how bad it'd be.
Yeah.
You have that glint in your eye.
No,
right?
I don't. I'm not making any jokes. I'm not making any jokes. I'd say that was very sore. What?
There are moments when we record and I can see that there are thoughts in your mind that would end your career and my career and everything.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, obviously, look, this is a person who cares about, you know, maintaining the integrity of their hole. So, like... oh, fuck, no, okay. Any more questions, let me know. We're calling it now. After this next one, it's over. So any final questions, let me know. We're going to put this to bed. Ménage à Trois. We'll put it out on Tuesday. Guys, have a fabulous weekend. Enjoy the bank holiday. I'm going down to Doolin with my wife and child. We're having a big family gathering. I can't wait. I've got some great news. Oh. I'm going to Portugal.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've got a factory tour.
No way.
For the baby brand.
Amazing.
So to give people an update, it's happening. I'm signing papers, I think next Wednesday, and copyright because the name is dynamite.
It's class.
And the way that we've concocted and constructed the name is, I want to create a world with it that lends itself to potentially formats beyond clothes.
Amazing. And
like potentially like stories and excuse me, like just different formats. And we've worked really hard to create this little world. Anyway, it's so hard. Anybody that's out there that's tried to set up a company in terms of clothing companies, it's incredibly difficult.
It's a nightmare.
And dealing with manufacturers and stuff is so tough. But we've finally like shortlisted like 4 that we really want to work with. Fantastic. So we're flying over to Portugal to do a manufacturing tour. We're hoping now on the 11th.
Amazing.
And I'm wondering, should I like document some of this or should I not? Like, they're so weird. There's 2 schools of thought. One would be like, just wait until everything's done and then drop it.
Yeah.
Or there's sort of like the DIY version. In a way, I want to do the DIY version because I would like to not gatekeep, and I'd also like other people, if they have an idea, to realise, oh, you can actually do it. Like,
yeah.
Because I think the hardest thing with ideas is we see people's end goals on socials. Like, you see somebody dropping a new, whether it's a smoothie business or a energy ball business or a clothing brand or a fucking personal trainer company or whatever. You know, and you go, oh, I'd love to do that, but there's no way that I can because they must have done. As there's a famous quote, and it goes, art is in the disguising of art. And I love that. Like, art is in the disguising of the making of the art. And that's the whole thing, isn't it? Like, people, we see the end result, whereas it's all the stuff beforehand. But I feel like, even though it mightn't be as cool or as glamorous or as mysterious, showing the journey a bit might be interesting. And also someone goes, oh, do you know what, actually, I'm going to pursue... Because I get messages from people saying, I've always wanted to do this. Do it.
Yeah, I disagree. I think it would be very cool.
And by the way, sorry, when I say do it, I know it's not that simple, and I know with some projects capital is required, but others there aren't. We will see. I am very, very tired at the minute because I'm sort of working comedy like hours during the week and figuring the plans for the rest of the year. The pod is growing. We're doing a bunch of things like that, but then also at night becoming this, trying to like be this like baby clothes boss, so baby boss or whatever you want to call it. So it's super exciting, and it's honestly pouring your heart into something that like really means something to you is great. And like obviously Rosie is the test case for all the stuff.
Yeah.
It's so fab, and like the way that we're doing it is the one like mission statement with it. Every single element of what we do, whether it's the website, the logo, the brand, the product, I want every single touch point or touch, whatever they might call it in the game, I want it to evoke a gasp of "that's so cute." I want the name to get it. I want the colour schemes. I want all of it to. But look, it could fail. Who knows?
No, it won't.
It's worth a punt. Guys, I hope you're well. Have a great weekend. This is madness. We'll be back next week. And yeah, all the best. Speak to you soon. Take care. I think it's time we have a very serious conversation about the state of snacking in this country. It's embarrassing. However, Cadbury have finally decided to cater to those of us with actual taste buds. For those of us brave enough to ask, no, do you know what? To demand more from their treats. They've launched the new Cadbury Dairy Milk Biscoff Bar. It's the collab of the century. The smooth expertise of Cadbury meets the main character energy of Biscoff. It's got that crunch, that caramelised vibe, and honestly, it's Ireland's new icon. It's love at first bite, and unlike your last 3 situationships, this one is actually here to stay. Grab one, try it, and stop settling for mid-tier snacks.